Buying a home has become increasingly expensive, and with last year's winter storm that affected thousands of Texans, some people are turning to more alternative ways of living, such as living in a van.
Having an artistic
Meet Kim
background,
Smith.
that's just how I
She's a
think.
sculpture artist
Big vision,
and works
small
for a
steps.
realty
That's
company.
what's always held me back.
After the winter
Is
storm
because
last
like,
year,
yeah,
she
there's
decided it was time
vision
for a
to me,
change.
and I have to give a lot of credit to the freeze, because I was living in this apartment, and like was blessed enough to be on a police grid. I was on the grid the police are on, so I didn't lose power. But my like little house, my little studio apartment, I would have been dead. And I was like, at that moment, I was like, this is a really good experience for me to figure out what the do I need to put in this van. Like beyond like how it looks and like all that stuff that everybody's like, oh, I like to use these Tupperwares or whatever. Like I was reading all that shit and watching all those YouTubes about like, oh, this is our Makita, whatever. Like I'm like, what do you need to survive in this van?
Living in a van is not always easy. There are obstacles that people face every day, such as where to use the bathroom or take a shower. Some van conversions might have a shower or a toilet, and some may not, but there are always solutions to a problem.
Me personally, I have a gym membership with the intention of being like, that's where I'll go take showers, that's where I'll go use the bathroom.
A growing number of people have been moving away from a traditional home and instead have opted for making homes out of shipping containers or even living in tiny houses because they can be less expensive. However, even that can sometimes become just as pricey.
The timing of it is kind of serendipitous because I've been on this trip for like at least 8 years. At least. Like obsessed with like tiny houses, obsessed with like builders. Like I went and toured tiny houses and was like, I'm gonna get one of these, I'm gonna build one, I'm gonna have somebody help me build it. You know, it's like it was this fantasy dream that I had of like, I can have this. And the reason I wanted it was because it would simplify my life. It would give me more of my life back. And for some reason I wasn't doing it. And it was like, because it was becoming price and exclusive, because I was like, I don't want to spend a lot of money to try it. You know, because who wants to do that?
Housing prices around the U.S. are soaring, and here in the state of Texas, values of homes continue to rise to some of its highest levels. This year alone in the Metroplex, the median price for a home ran for about $349,381, up 22.4% from last year. I spoke with Jill Carpenter, a realtor for Coldwell Banker Realty. She explained why prices for homes are high and if this trend will continue.
Prices have gone up so much because of demand. We have probably 40 or 50 buyers for every home. I don't know how it can continue either, but it is. As long as there's people that can pay the money, it'll keep going up.
Prices in the housing market may not be going down anytime soon. And for people like him who have chosen to live in a van and be a part of the van life community, it's all about finding out who you are as a person and being happy.
Everybody does something different based on their what they're comfortable with. You know, I think knowing yourself is it's part of what comes out of this, and it's really what it takes to do it. Is you have to know who you are and what does it take for you to be happy.